Hello CIS40A. This is the first video for the course, which is the course orientation. In this video, I quickly will show you how you can navigate through the course. In this course, you can find the welcome module in the first module of Canvas here. If you're new to Canvas, you can click this page. That will give you the information on how to use Canvas. And on the second page, when you click on this, you will find the course information. So this course is on computer network fundamentals. We are going to go over network architecture, components, network appliances, IP addresses, protocol standards, and how to design the network and configure the network and troubleshoot the network. This is a hybrid online course, which entail online lecture and some face-to-face lab. And you will find all the information that you need for course material in Canvas. I do release course video on YouTube, and I will link it to your Canvas module. So weekly you will have videos for lecture and also the recording video for the lab. And so when you find the information in Canvas, you will be able to accomplish the tasks that you need. And each module will represent one unit. This is a 3-credit course, and the prerequisite for this course is CIS1A. The lecture is going to be online with recorded lecture, and some of our labs will be face-to-face as we are required to use equipment in the lab. And the schedule for the lab is at 3:45 to 4:45. And so you can find a room in PSC 16 at Moreno Valley College. Now, if you can't attend the physical lab, you can join us on Zoom. I do go into Zoom as I conduct the lab, and the information is on the course information page. For your syllabus, you will find your syllabus here. I did send out the full syllabus, and the syllabus will contain the course information. Now, when you look at the syllabus, you will also find course procedures and policies. So the content of the course is laid out here. We will go over OSI layers, looking at the components, how your appliances use different type of layers. Network Plus certification will ask about OSI. We will look at TCP/IP, Transmission Control Protocol, and Internet Protocol. We will explore segmentation, how to do IP addresses, version 4 and version 6. We will get into routing. That's going to be layer 3 in the OSI. We'll take a look at protocols, UDP versus TCP. And then we'll get into DNS, domain name systems, along with installing routers, switches, and configuring them. We also touch on DHCP, which is Dynamic Host Protocol. This is going to be a server role that we can use to assign IP addresses. We'll get into wireless and how to work with encryption on different type of wireless router. Then we will get into wide area network, discussing ISDN, DSL, frame relay, some of the older technology along with the newer technology. Starting this week, we're going to touch on network topologies such as star, ring, bus, mesh, hybrid, etc. And then we'll talk about how to design the physical map of the network or the topology, looking at local area network, VLANs, on how to use VLANs with IP addresses. And then we would get into monitoring, troubleshooting, creating the baseline for your network in the testing, and then looking into securing your network. So in the syllabus, it listed the content that will be covered in the course. There are some network security components along with network configuration, network troubleshooting, and maintenance. Your student learning outcome includes 4 things. First, when you complete this course, you're able to describe and differentiate devices and services that's used to support data networks and internet. Second, you will be able to evaluate sensible solutions to troubleshoot network issues. Third, you will need to implement successful network design based on organizational requirement. And fourth, you will be able to explain the function protocols that maintain network services. Again, the prerequisite for this course is CIS1A. Advisory that you would take CIS21 and CIS25, but these courses are not required. So coming into this course, you should have your basic knowledge in computing systems, along with a little bit of Microsoft Office or productivity software. So CIS1A is recommended or required. This course is transferred at CSU, especially San Bernardino, for the IT and the cybersecurity program. So you will find the information there. For the book, we will be using a Network Plus preparation book. The author for this book is Glenn Karp, and the book title is CompTIA Network Certification Study Guide, 7th edition. This is going to be for the newest exam, which is the N10007. The other version, the other edition you will find that will be 006, which is for the older exam. The ISBN is listed there, so you can either purchase the book. If you cannot purchase the book, you can utilize the notes that I provided to be able to prepare and go through the course. For our class procedure, activities, and grading, this is a 3-unit course which you will be required to do some work outside of class, approximately 12 to 14 hours a week on readings, assignments, quizzes, and exam. When you submit the assignments, I will grade them, but if you can't submit the assignments on time, I do take late work. When it is 1 week late, there will be a 10% deduction. When it is 2 weeks late, I will deduct 20%, and I don't take anything above 2 weeks. We will have weekly assignments, and I will cover the assignments in my lecture videos, so look out for those. And all the assignments are due at the end of the week, which is going to be on Sunday, or it might have a different special due date, so make sure you pay attention to the due date. The second area that you will be graded on is going to be the practice exam for Network Plus. The purpose of this class is to give you networking knowledge, but also to prepare you for the CompTIA A+ certification. I will be including some activities where you will be able to take the practice test and prepare yourself for the CompTIA Network Plus certification. Now, the practice test will be released between week 9 through week 15, so you do have a few weeks to work on that. Make sure you complete it before the end of the semester. I will accept it will be open near the end of the semester, and it will be closed at the end of week 16, so make sure that you complete it. There will be no late practice exam allowed. The third area that you will be graded on is going to be your quizzes and the final exam. Quizzes are going to be periodic, so every few weeks you're going to have a quiz, and the quiz is going to cover the content that was explained, discussed, demonstrated in the prior weeks. The final exam is going to be in week 16. Quizzes and final exam are multiple choice. They are in Canvas. For the quizzes, you will have 3 attempts. The highest score out of the 3 attempts will be recorded. Quizzes are due at the end of the week, which is going to be Sunday, 11:59 p.m. For the final exam that will be released in week 16, which is the last week of the semester, it will be open at the beginning of the week and it will close by the end of the course, which is going to be on the Thursday in December. So there will be no late exam granted, so make sure that you complete the final exam on time. For the grading categories, I use the standard scale. 90 to 100% is an A, 80 to 89% is a B, 70 to 79% is a C, 60 to 69% is a D, and below 59% is an F. The grading categories included quizzes, that will be 10%, Assignments and participation, that will be weekly, 35% of your grade. Lab activities, that will be 20% of the grade, and we will have a couple of labs exercises in a week. Network Plus practice exam, that will be 15% of your grade, and your final exam is going to be 20% of your grade. So everything combined will be 100%. So if you complete everything on time, you complete all the tasks that's required of you, likely that you will get a good grade in the class. For the student code of conduct, I follow the college standard policy. If you do have complaints or issues, you can file the complaint using the grievance policy. There is a form that you can complete, and that should be available via the website. Attendance and participation, I expect the student will be participating in the lab on site or via Zoom. And as you attend and you follow the instructions and you complete the hands-on activities, you'll be able to earn the participation credit for the course. Now, if a student is absent and not participating in a 2 consecutive weeks, I reserve the right to drop the student, or that student status will become non-participation or drop. So in the case that if you have something urgent that came up and you couldn't attend, or you're unable to complete some of the tasks, make sure that you communicate with me via email or Canvas message. I will be able to work with you. I am flexible, but make sure you communicate with me. If you decide to drop the course, make sure that you look at the timeline on WebAdvisor, so that way you can avoid a W, or if you don't drop by a certain timeline and let the course ride out, you will receive the earned grade. Any behavior issues such as conflict of offensive feelings, disruption, will result in dismissal or counseling. If you have issues with other students, or you have any kind of conflict, make sure that you communicate with me. Zero tolerance for cheating, so make sure that you do your own work and complete your work as original work. I do use plagiarism checker to check your assignments, so make sure that whatever you complete, that will be your own work. Anytime that you use resources online, make sure that you include citation and references. Just make sure that you give credit where it's due. If you need special accommodation for accessibility, you can visit the website that's provided. And every semester, if a student needs accommodation, that student will need to complete the form or fill out the request with DSS. You can also visit DSS at the library building in room 221, or you can call, and you can visit the website for further information. Now, once the accommodation is filed, then DSS will notify me. I will be able to accommodate the students, such as extended test time, or any resources that's needed to be able to successfully complete the class. For my contact information, you will find that here on the bottom of page 8. My email information is on top of page 9. If you need to get a hold of me, the best way to get in touch with me is via email or Canvas message. If you need to talk to me, you can come to my office hours, assuming that you would be clear to be on campus, or you can call, and this is the phone number to my desk and the extension. My office hours, I have 2 options for office hours that is face-to-face. My office is located in Parkside Complex 21 at Moreno Valley College. That will be next to the soccer field at the park. When you enter the building, you will need to walk to the end of the hall, and that will be the last room on your left. I am there on Monday and Wednesday at 11 to 12 p.m. and on Tuesday and Thursday, I am there from 5 to 6 p.m.